All right, here we are with Diva. Definitely we're showing complementary colors for her coloring type, fair skin, fair hair. Let's start with the brows. Now you notice her brow color right now is really close to her hair color already. So I have to be super, super careful with what I do. I'm gonna take an auburn and I'm gonna start at the inner corner of her eye here, and I'm just gonna start making just a little bit of depth of color right along the base of her eyebrow. All I'm trying to do is just make her brow have a little bit more height. And how I do that is I drop color low so it pushes this down, and then I brush some of that auburn kind of high through her brow this way. So I'm just kind of superimposing a shape within a shape. And then I'm going to gently brush this product upward, just like this. Grooms through real nice, and I think for this look, especially on her, it's really going to behoove us and her if we take our little brush and we brush this up. Turn towards me just a little bit, perfect. So you see that just gives a little more depth to her brow and really shows off the eye perfectly and nicely. Little finger style there. All right, so let's prepare the eye for eyeshadow. I always recommend you use a 90% kind of a powdery eyeshadow base. Close, please, thank you. That was very intuitive as my brush goes right into your eye. Yes, this is an eyeshadow base that we're gonna brush back and forth on the lid. Now you notice she's got some coloring, a little bit of freckling even on her eyelid. I don't want to cover up her freckles, but I do want to soften the appearance of them so that we can bring out the totality of her eye. So I'm gonna brush this primer on, and what I'm trying to do is actually sort of even out the tone on her lid. Make sure you always get that primer, that eyeshadow base, right down to the lash bed. Open, please. So you can see even now there's a little bit of brightness. Oh, close again. And as she opened, I noticed a little bit more redness right there. So I'm going to get that. All right, and open, please. Whoa, super pretty. All right, so complementary colors. All I'm going to say is if this is your coloring and you're doing your makeup right now, I want you to be super, super careful. You can always add. So I'm going to start with a real light shade of eyeshadow. Close, please. And I'm going to put it on the side of my brush, and I'm going to press. So this is kind of like a bone color, if you will, right? But look at that color. It has all the same undertones as her coloring. Very soft, very beautiful. Take it over the whole eye, just like that. Open, please. And it makes the eye pop. Close again. Hold your brush upside down when you want to get that shadow right down to the lash bed. And open again. Very, very pretty. Now the second color I'm going to use is kind of strong. I don't know if you can see it that well. Close, please. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply it very gingerly. No pun intended. But I am going to press this right on her eyelid, very, very soft. And you see I'm being very careful because this is really the perfect color for her, but I really don't want to do too much of it, especially for a nice, soft, complementary look. See how that color is starting to build up? That's all I can suggest to you is just a little bit at a time to create this effect. Oh, that looks really pretty. I'm going to press, press, press up underneath the lashes as well, up into the brow bone. And look how pretty that looks. Open, please. So now we get that beautiful soft contrast. But these colors just are, close please, are just, it almost makes me angry because they're so pretty on her coloring. I love it. It's that kind of pretty that just, knocks my socks off. Maybe it's because my mom was a redhead, who knows? All right, so the last thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use a darker color in the corner. Close, please. And I'm gonna brush right here with a little more depth of color for Diva. And this is looking really, really nice. So I'm gonna brush a little bit of a darker intensity of the second color. And I'm gonna take that up into the crease, always starting in the outer corner and blending in. But you notice, open please, my application is super, super subtle, very, very soft. And then I'm just gonna take a contour blending brush, close again, and I'm gonna soften the whole application. I'm using the tip of this brush and I'm letting it ride the groove of the contour. All right, I'm not trying to expand this color. I'm not trying to create a shape that's not there. I'm just following her natural eye line, which looks super, super pretty. Open, please. See, just love those colors on this coloring. Okay, so I am gonna do something a little bit daring, and I'm gonna use a green eyeliner. So Diva, look down for me a little bit. Okay, so this is green, and I'm gonna put green up underneath her lash bed first. If you can always get your liner up underneath your lashes, all the better. And then good, and then close for me. Then I'm gonna run this along the top. And I'm gonna wiggle the tip of my pencil right down in between the lashes. Just like that. So you see I'm pushing the lashes out of the way, and letting that liner kind of superimpose itself in between the lash bed. And this is not like, I would not call this a soft green by any stretch, but not a super bright green. Open, please. But it just adds this kind of delightful light that kind of starts popping out of her eyes when we do this. Close, please. I'm gonna take my eyeliner brush and I'm gonna soften that even more to get even more of the effect that I want. Open, please. Super pretty, look at that. So that's what I call complementary coloring for the fair skin redhead. If you're watching this at makeupgourmet.com, I've listed my current favorite products to achieve this look. Click on one and try it. If you're not at makeupgourmet.com, go there now to see my favorite product picks for this look, as well as everything else we have to offer. How to apply, what to buy, makeupgourmet.com.